Hey everybody, it's been a long time. It's been a week. I really need to get into YouTube more and do more videos, but just like I see that not a lot of people watch them, so that's why I feel like I'm kind of less motivated to do them. But anyways, it's always better to do more, right? So more people have more videos to watch and more content means more people that are interested and all that. So yeah, it's also partly my fault. I'm not saying that you are in the wrong. So yeah, also the notification bell. I'm not sure that you guys click on it, to see when my videos are coming out. But anyways, so in today's video, I would like to talk about your gifts. It's a very interesting theme, and I'm gonna use all these four decks today because they're all kind of like related to all that. So that's why I'm not gonna do, like in the previous videos, 6 positions because it's way too much. It's yeah. So in today's video is gonna be kind of like, three positions, and you don't need to choose cards, you need to choose gems. So we have 3 gems that you need to choose one of them, and it's aventurine, labradorite, or rose quartz. So yeah, we're gonna see each of the positions. So yeah, you choose one of 3, and then we're gonna dive into it, looking at your gifts. All right, you can pause. So yeah, let's get started. So put them aside. So labradorite, hello, no, adventuring, hello, adventuring. So let's look at your gifts. But first of all, I would like to know and what kind of energies you are right now. What are your energies? And what kind of energies you are right now? Flow. Flow. You go with the flow. So, yeah. You decided to go with the flow, but you're still powerful. You're still taking things in your own hands. And you're not giving up. So you are you have this perfect balance between letting go and forcing, or being strong and keep going forward. So for me, first position or adventuring, you have a very I would say at first sight you have a balanced energy for the moment, but again, we will dive into it more. So yeah, in what state you are right now? In what state you are right now? So we look at the energies. Okay, we have lion. What state you are right now? Identity. Okay. You're discovering yourself. So you are in the process of discovering yourself, discovering also your gifts and what you can do also in the esoterical world. And you are pridefully trying to care your identity. So it's really like you kind of how can I say it? People need to discover you as a book. You're not an open book. You're really you care about yourself, and you care about who you are, and you don't let others to kind of put you down. You're very I would say in a sense, you are a confident person, so which is great to see here. So very strong energies here. Okay, let's dive into it. So what kind of gifts do you possess? What kind of gifts do you have? Position 1 or adventuring. What kind of gifts do you have? Okay. So here we have someone who can speak to God. or, you know, work with God. On the back of the deck, we have the devil reversed, so it's definitely someone who is on the bright side, if we can say that. So it's not someone who's gonna work with dark energies, not at all. You can work with angels, you can work with deities, all kinds of deities, but positive or like light deities. And they help you, like they help you, or they can help you in your journey, um, in your spiritual development. And on the other hand, they can help you to feel less alone and empty, because I feel like during your life you did feel alone sometime, or like empty in some ways, right? And so for you, esoterical field or religion or whatever it is, because it's all that touches, you know, the spiritual world. The Hierophant is not just about Christianity, it's not just about one religion, it's about all kinds of religions and esoterics in general. I feel like this helps you. This helps you. Another thing I can say here is that maybe you had a trusted figure that helped you to develop your spirituality, or dive into spirituality or esoterics. So now I see that the potential is quite poor for the moment, because you're not developing it. Why you're not developing it? Because you have troubles to let go what you lost in the past. Yeah, there's a strong potential here. There's absolutely amazingly strong potential here. As I said, priests or priestesses, so it's really working with intuition, intuitively, right? You get the information from above, let's say it like that, and you transfer it here. So working with cards, tarot, everything when it comes to divination, absolutely amazing, especially these two cards. Damn, girl or man, I don't know who is watching here, but oh my goodness, these cards are really telling you, telling me that you actually can read, you have a talent, you have a gift to read tarot or like oracles or whatever cartomancy you have in your in your hands. You can also read runes, because you can work with gods, and you can also read in the flow. So what's everybody's asking me like, Alice, what does it mean, like reading in the flow? So basically you enter in a state wherein the information is coming to you and you're not really thinking much. See what I mean? Like it's kind of like a feeling of, you say things that you generally don't say, but you feel like you should say it, or like it's just the information comes in your mind and it flows, right? So that's why we call it in the flow. So you kind of enter this flow and you go with it and you read in the flow, if that makes sense. It's a metaphor. It's metaphorical, obviously, but yeah. Here it's completely possible that here people are very good intuits, empaths and intuits, have a very great intuition here, and damn it, but yeah, you can open this potential if you work on these things. So you feel empty because you have troubles to leave something behind. Yeah, totally. Financial problems here. Five of Pentacles 2. That's one of the I will also read it not just like as materialistic or financial problems, but also because of Five of Pentacles, yes, but also kind of like a spiritual emptiness or spiritual poorness. Why you have it? You don't believe it anymore because you lost too much? You're struggling so much that you're alone. Yeah, you feel alone. You feel nobody loves you. You feel like nobody loves you. You feel alone. As I said, you feel left alone. You feel like you lost so much. You lost so much people around you, or people turned their backs on you. That's why you're like, I'm alone. But it's not true. It's like not true at all. You're lying to yourself. It's just like your deep, very deep fears are coming up, and they really block your gift over there. They really do. It's a black card, and it says magic of shadows. So maybe you should actually do shadow work in order to process everything and in order to improve your state, so you can open, let's say, your third eye or your intuition. They say opening the third eye, but generally it's just kind of like open the intuition. You don't see the bright side of things. You think the world is a ugly place, like everybody wants to do something bad towards you. Yeah, exactly. But it is time. It is time to actually understand that it's not true. Yeah, it's not true. See? That's also priestess. Priestess? Oh, you have a very strong gift, guys. I don't know, the adventuring, the first position, you have a very strong gift, but you're not accepting it, or you are. It's kind of like we have the goddess and the goddess reversed and the god upright. So here I would say that some of you, not all, have troubles to accept your feminine side. Because you think that accepting my feminine side and accepting to be loving and caring and nice and, gentle and all that, it's kind of like showing my weaknesses, and I don't want that, because I've been hurt too much. And I'm not gonna add more cards because we have an empty card here, so it's like done, stop. You're afraid to choose, to go for it. You're afraid to develop this gift that you have, and you definitely look. I'm gonna show it to you. So we have it's the High Priestess too. It says priestess, and we have the High Priestess here. You have an absolutely strong gift of intuition. You can do divination, and you can actually feel things without cards. Like you can actually feel the energy of people. You can do energy work and all that. But again, as I said, because of your such dark surroundings and dark circumstances that surrounds you, you cannot open up this gift. So as I said, you can do shadow work to kind of work on your fears and bad thoughts or bad constructions, it's like construction of the mind, let's say, like mindset. Yeah, that's the word I was searching for. So for your bad mindset, so you will see that you're not poor, that you're not spiritually poor, that you are not, that you can actually do something. You really don't believe in yourself. You really think that you're not good enough in everything. You put yourself down because people before put yourself down, and it's really blocking your gift, guys. So yeah, I would consider for you to work on that. So that's probably why you are telling yourself that, yeah, why I'm trying to do cards, or why I'm trying to read, but it's not working. Well, that's why. So yeah, that was the position 1, or adventuring. So now we're moving on to Labradorite. Yeah, Labradorite, hello. So yeah, same thing as for the adventuring. On what kind of energies you are right now? I want to know. And what kind of energies you are right now. Oh, we have a card that came out. I'm going to open it. What kind of energies you are right now? Thunder and hunter. You are, let's say it like that. You're hunting down the consequences of some actions. Your actions or actions of other people around you. You are trying to, not really but yes, you kind of like, you're hunting them down, so you try to kill them or remove them. So you try to kind of oppose yourself to the consequences that surrounds you after something happened, after some actions, after some deeds, or it's just the circumstances, or like this the consequences, sorry, not the circumstances, the consequences of something that happened, because after the lightning we always have the thunder. So see what I mean, right? What else? Milk. Subconscious, okay, not bad. And humanity, interesting. So here, you are really questioning everything, I feel like. So it's like everything that happened, like not that long ago in your life, you're questioning it. You're really trying to understand, but on a more deep level with the subconscious. You're really trying to dive into what's the source of things, because we have the milk, and the milk, it's not the source of something. I mean, it's kind of like the milk comes from the cow, right? So I kind of interpret it, I kind of see it as you trying to find the cow. So you have a situation, and you're like, you're trying to find a source of it. So you're trying to find a cow, from which cow the milk came from. And I feel like you feel, by doing this, you feel more reassured and better with yourself, like it's kind of like you need that. You feel like you need that. So what are your gifts? Labradorite, what are your gifts? Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something that bothers you. And that really, really doesn't let you... Yeah, you need to make a choice. You need to make a choice. But you have troubles to do that. Or what I also can see is that you need to choose if you go into esoterics completely or you don't. It's kind of like, it's, again, you have troubles to choose. With 7 of Cups here reversed, I'll interpret it as you have troubles to choose. And it's really, really, really making you feel bad, and doesn't let you to open up your potential, because with this World card, you have a huge potential to do pretty much everything you want. It's kind of like working with elements, or if you choose with the World card, I would see that if you choose what you are interested in, right? And if you will work on it, then you will succeed. But for the moment, something is blocking you, so that's why you cannot achieve. It's kind of like stagnant. You kind of like, you started, and then you stopped kind of halfway. See what I mean? And so we're gonna look what you can do, actually. But I mean, here The gift is you can do pretty much everything you want, but you just need to kind of finish it, because the world is all about finishing the cycle, kind of achieving something till the end. So it's really like a long process of learning and achieving it, whatever you choose. It can be, I don't know, it can be Wiccan magic, it can be tarot cards, it can be working with energies, Reiki, whatever you choose, whatever esoterical, field you choose, because I feel like you have all the doors open. Yeah, it happens sometimes. People can do whatever they want. Yeah. Some people cannot, but some people can. In your case, you can. But as I said, you have troubles to choose. Where should I go? What should I do? I have all the doors open. Where should I go? See what I mean? That's also one of the reasons why you have troubles to open up your gift. Another thing I can see here is that maybe you have trouble to choose because your partner is very skeptical, and your partner, you're scared that your partner might, take it in a wrong way when you will start do some esoterical stuff. This is also what kind of blocks you from doing what you want to do and choose. Okay, yeah, you really don't want to talk about it. It's kind of like it's a taboo for you. Or you're kind of avoiding the subject every time people ask you about gifts, or every time people speak to you about esoterics. You kind of like close yourself from them. Yeah, you really don't want to communicate. Yeah. It's kind of like here you want it, but you constantly doubt it. And we have, yeah, and the empty card is also means that everything depends on you. Do you want it? Do you want to do something esoterical in your life? Well, do it. You don't want to? Well, nothing is gonna start or push you unless you start doing it. See what I mean? Yeah. So here we have I forgot the word in English. You can help me. Anyways, so here we see magic of potions. Yeah, so since it's reversed, the potion will not make it itself. You need to make it. See what I mean? It's kind of like a metaphor saying that everything is in your own hands. You want to do something esoterical? Well, do it. All the doors are open for you, yes, but you need to choose. And if your partner doesn't accept you as you are, then maybe it's not the right one. See what I mean? It's a karmic lesson here. It's a karmic lesson here. And probably like the ability to do whatever you want, it's kind of like comes from birth. So maybe it's kind of like ancestry. So maybe your ancestors were doing. So see, I see potion, right? So potion. Oh no, it's not a potion, but it's potion, right? We see a lot of potions here on each card. So probably you can do potions actually. When I see potions, it's kind of like working with things that can help people to relax. For example, I don't know, some calming teas, or some things that people drink and then, get better, like medicine or whatever. Something like medical drinks. See what I mean? These are also potions. We can call them potions. Just like another name for them. So you can do that, and feels like maybe your family is a family of doctors or healers. So, but for some reason you don't want to do that. You don't want to go there because you're scared, or you have troubles to choose. yeah, you have an inner conflict here. So it's kind of like a crow with two heads that keeps fighting, right? So like, no, I want to do this. No, I want to do that. No, no, no. But you need to cut sooner or later. You need to decide. Yeah, when you will decide, it's going to be like super, super good. You could potentially even take money from your practices. So yeah, potentially with the World card, you could achieve a lot, but you block it. You really do. You block it. What blocks it? Besides your partner, potentially. Not for everybody, because it's a general reading, so not for everybody it's going to be the same. So, but besides your partner, what can potentially also block you guys in the labradorite position? Family. Family, obviously, family. So, family can tell you that it's not good to do it, that you are not meant to do it. Maybe in the past, like in the very like ancestors, your ancestors were doing these things, but in the last decades or in the last centuries, your family members stopped doing that. So that's why you stopped. So that's why they refuse to talk about it or to make you practice it. So yeah, as I said, here you need to decide, and it's not my how can I say it? It's not my job. It's not my job to tell you what you can do. I mean, I already told you what you are capable of doing, right? But here you can also do other stuff. But here I don't see specifically divination, guys. I see more like working with elements or making something out of elements. See what I mean? So we have potions we actually use a lot of things. So we can use earth, which is some herbs, water, air, because we kind of like, ebullition, how can I say it? Vaporization, yeah, ebullition. Vaporization, so it's also air, and fire, because to make it boil, we need to add fire. So it's a whole, like, a process of 4 elements, right? And you can actually work with that, but feels like you have troubles to choose here. So, yeah. Working with 4 elements, 4 energies: fire, water, earth, air. Yeah, you kind of like an avatar here. But I mean, it's cool, right? Not everybody should read tarot cards. Not everybody is meant to do that. But in your case, it's different. In your case, you can do something different. And it's really cool. It's really, really cool that you can do that. Another thing is, even if you do work with cards, it's also through the elements, through the 4 elements, obviously, right? So yeah, your whole system or your whole divination process is going to be based on 4 elements. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a cool reading. I like it. So yeah, just, you need to kind of go for it and do not take attention to what other people say. It's really like, yeah, listen to yourself, listen to your subconscious. Okay. And the last one, rose quartz. Rose quartz. Hello, guys. Same as for the others. Let's choose. Let's choose. Let's pull out the card. So, and what kind of energies you are right now? What kind of energies you are right now? Crow. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. We already have... Yeah. Ooh, very interesting energies, guys. Very, very interesting energies here. You are... So you're in a process of finally accepting the truth around you, or the reality. I like the sweat lodge because it really means that you are going through some sort of transformation. So it's really like you're taking off the pink glasses, as they say, you know, like the illusions around you. Kind of like stop seeing things through illusions. You really start to see the hard truth. And another thing I can say here is that maybe some of you are actually working with some of you, because it's a general reading, not everybody. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it for yourself. So some of you might work with Odin or runes or Scandinavian religion, culture, Scandinavian gods. Your totem animal might be the crow, which is a strong totem animal. So yeah, we will see all that. We'll see all that now. Eel. Okay. Nose and snail. Okay, and that's interesting. Very interesting, the last one, you know? Very, very interesting one. So, what do we have here? We have eel, noose, and snail. You're kind of like, you want to be free from something. You're kind of feeling like a victim of circumstances around you right now. You have such strong energies, and I feel like you try to go out of your comfort zone in some ways in order to stop feeling like a victim of circumstances around you. It's a good plan. If you're not doing it, I recommend. I recommend here to here you're really going with your rhythm, right? So you're really like slowing down in some ways. Like your victim situation, like feeling when you feel like a victim, it slows you down. Do not feel like a victim. Really, you need to be more daring. More daring. Yeah. And find your element, because I feel like you kind of like you're surrounded by people or circumstances that are not yours, where you don't feel comfortable. So that's why it might be parents, it might be toxic relationship, it might be everything, but you need to go out of this. Okay, what are your gifts? You might ask me, like, why is she looking at my energies? Because I want to know what kind of person is you know, in front of me before looking at the gifts. And maybe some things are blocking your gifts. So that's why it's also important to look at your energies before. So, what are your gifts? Oh, what do we have here? We have 3 straight up. We have intuition. But it's hard. It's really, and all 3, I'm just going to be honest, guys, in all 3 readings, people aren't achieving completely their gifts. They are not practicing their gifts. Even if like the first position, the adventuring, is a strong potential, absolutely amazing and strong potential, still there is some blocks that needs to be removed and worked on. Ace of Wands on the back of the deck. There's a strong potential for you to work with so Page of Cups, it's intuition, but like, you know, the developing intuition, because if it was the Queen of Cups, I would say you have a good amount of an intuition. If it was a High Priestess, I would say you have an absolute gift of intuition. But here it's in development, because we have a Page of Cups here. So you're on the way. You're on your way to develop your intuition, but it's hard. It feels like the path is hard and really difficult for you. But there's a strong potential for you to achieve it, right? Because we have the Knight of Pentacles still. And another thing with this card is that you could actually work with candles. So you could work with fire and candles. you can do magic. So your thing is magical rituals. Because we have the pentacle here, the pentagram. No, it's not Satanism for those who don't know. It's not Satanism. Pentagram means balance between things. So we have earth, fire, water, air, and spirit. And they're all in balance together. Yes, we have the Satanism, the Saturn, how can I say it? Star here, yeah, Baphomet. But it's an option. It's like it's part of the balance. You have shadow and darkness. You don't just have light. We have in our world we have the balance between shadow and light. So that's why it's also here, and it's basically just means balance. Okay, with those of you who who thinks that they need to work with demons, no, you don't. It's really talking about all kinds of magic, all kinds of magical rituals. Let's say it like that, right? So you can work with it. You can do them. You can actually even, some of you might even draw the pentagram on the ground or on the I don't know, and your partner or whatever, whenever you're doing it, like you can actually draw the pentagram and then put some candles around and all that, kind of like to do a ritual. You can do that completely. But be careful. Here it's be careful. You cannot harm people with that. Because I feel like some of you already thought about it. They were like, if I can do that, then I can harm people, or I can do karma, I can do justice and bring justice and make them hurt. But no, you really cannot do that. With this card, you can't, because if you will do it, I'm gonna actually look it up. If you will do it, what will happen? You really need to think before doing it. And yeah, it's really, you're not gonna be free. And you're gonna close all your potential. Absolutely. It's going to be a very childish act of yours. So here you really need to be careful with trying to do some bad spells on people, because it's really going to not making you free, and it's going to take your, basically, all your luck and all your good karma, or whatever, how you call it, right? Like everything good that you have in your life, it's going to be taken from you. Because you chose to do that on the person, so you need to really be careful to not do that. If you want to do spells on people, do good spells on people, okay? Help people and not hurt them. In this case, if you will help them, all these cards are going to be upright. And if they're going to be upright, then it means that it's going to be a very, very, very big potential for you to actually progress. Because we have the Raido rune here, and Raido rune means, traveling and etc. But it's kind of like an analogy with the Chariot card, which means progress and success. So, yeah. But what I can see here is that because of this conflict of I want to harm people, but at the same time I'm scared, I'm not sure, take your time. It's not the time for you yet to do that, to make rituals and, to actually practice. Before doing that, what do you need to do? You need to think about the others. Basically, you need to know everything about it. I know we have the book here and a book here, right? So it's kind of like learning and reading and all, but it's not just that. It's also thinking about the fact that you have other people around you, and that you need to think about them. Because if you want to do something bad to on the person, it's kind of selfish, right? So you really need to think about others around you from time to time, and understand the core of rituals and magical rituals. So really like understanding everything about them, learning everything about them, and then you can practice it. So really take your time here. It's not the right time yet to practice. Learn and gain knowledge before. Okay, and be careful, because there are people around you who can be hurt. Even if you do a good spell and you do it unprofessionally, it can also turn out bad. So again, that's what I'm saying. Like, be careful. Know that there are people around you. So try to really go in the core of everything and learn everything about it before practicing. Okay? So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was a very cool experience, actually. It was my first time doing this kind of reading. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. If you want to see the cards I used, or the decks, here are they. You can ask me in the comments what are the decks, because I'm sure there's some of you who's going to be curious about it. So, yeah, that was the reading, guys. Thank you everyone for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and a comment below to see, just tell me if it was accurate or not. Tell me your stories. I'm curious about that. So yeah, hit then the notification bell, obviously, to stay tuned for more videos. And yeah, love you all, and yeah, see you in the next video. Mwah.